Hi and welcome to my channel, Hisame Artwork. Hope you can all hear me okay. I'm gonna set up the chats, chat windows. Okay, so today I'm going to color page 8 from my comic Niels Feynman's Time Traveling Adventures that I'm working on with the talented artist June Fender. Well, this is... no, I don't want to download any update. Not today. I think I shared everywhere that I'm starting the stream. Twitch, YouTube chat. Okay, this is streaming. Good. This one is streaming as well. There we go. It keeps the last message from previous stream. I don't know why. YouTube is strange. I have two OBSs. Why? Strange program. Okay, I hope you can hear and see me okay. Let me just put the stream intro here, the text. So if you have any issues with the sound or video, please let me know. And if you see that I'm not replying to someone, it's probably because I didn't see them, or there's been an issue, something, I don't know, with the stream. So because sometimes not all of the chats work, so that's why I have 3 of them. So unless my internet fails or restream fails, I should be able to reach you guys some way or another. Okay, so today to color. I hope I'm streaming everywhere. Here it seems I'm streaming. Go to Picarta and check that out. Yep, this one's working. Just a bit slow, has some lag. I will close this as well. I don't need the YouTube. Come on, eating my bandwidth. So okay, if you can hear me, give me a little message to say that yeah, I can hear you. Hope there aren't any more issues. But pretty much every stream, at least some person has some problems with, either with their internet or with plugins or something like that. It's never ending. Okay, so I'm gonna open a previous page just because I have all my colors there and I can easily paint. So panel 1, frames, yep. I'm gonna put a mask. Awesome, you can hear me good. And frame 2. And mask that. Frame 3, panel 3. Mask that as well. And for 4, Mask 5. So how have you been, Kay? How are your projects going? I saw one post saying that you're starting another animation, which I thought was really cool. Do you have an artist page on Facebook, or are you using Patreon as kind of like your hub for where you post all the updates? Because I am following you on Patreon, but I rarely see any posts. I don't think I've ever caught one unless I went directly to your page. So maybe it's my email settings, or oh, it's kind of dead. Oh, sorry about that. Yeah, it's a lot of work to keep all of these in check, to manage all of them. I mean, like, I'm barely able to keep track of all of them. On some things I post daily, but on a lot of things I just post once a week. Oh, really? I didn't see anything. Can you send me a link on Facebook so I don't lose it? I would like to see it. Background color. Background color here as well. Thanks. It's nice to have like teaser trailers and then full trailers. Background color. Kind of get people hyped up. Because if you do an event too closely to the end date, some people might miss it. Because they don't usually have time, everybody to go on Facebook and look and stuff like that. That's why I started my announcements for my TeePublic sponsored giveaway uh, oh, almost a month in advance. Let me just show you Hisame. Because I sent you an invite, but you never said like going or not going or not interested, so I don't know if you saw it. But TeePublic is sponsoring a giveaway. This time I'm trying to be more connected to the audience. Last time I didn't really say any trailers or anything because it was the first time I've done short thing. Oh yeah, but it's good practice, learn how to do the marketing aspect as well. Yeah, so TeePublic is sponsoring a giveaway for me. Yeah, that would be nice to share, and I'll get to see what you do as well. Yeah, so TeePublic is going to organize it using Gleam, and then when the winner is selected, you'll send them, the winner will send the shipping address, and they'll get the gift at home, no charge, no shipping, no nothing else. And it's gonna be kind of like a Christmas gift. Because it's going to end a week after Black Friday, so it starts on Black Friday and then it ends a week later. And by the time the shipping will arrive, but it's for USA. I remember you were in USA. That's why I thought I would tell you. Because I remember you're still in the US. Because I remember you told me because your great-great-grandparents are from some Polynesian island, but I remember that you are a US citizen and live in the US. Because for Europe, it's kind of complicated to send something from the US. Like the shipping can get really uh, adventurous. One a follower of mine from the UK never got her package because they sent her some extra tax and then she didn't pay it on time. When she did pay it, um, they told her that they don't no longer have the package anyway. In my own home country, it's always super complicated with the post office, and they open the package to look inside, and if they like what they see, sometimes they might keep it because they have sticky fingers. So I'm gonna do the event now only for the US audience, but I'm gonna try and find a way to make it for everybody. Because I have a lot of followers in Italy, I have in Scandinavia, I have in Canada, and it really sucks that they support me and they share my work and they are patrons and stuff like that. So uh, I really suck that I'm not able to include them in this event, and I'm gonna try and find a way. Oh, hi, Mihai, have you been? Oh, long time no chat. How's it going? How's school? Maybe Niels Inc. This is the old color palette. I'm gonna have to take from here. They have for Niels as well. There we go. And his little pants. Just have all the colors in one place, so it's easier for me to just color pick and fill everything in. Can you hear me okay, Mihai? Can you hear me okay, Mihai? Or maybe it's just taking you a long time to reply. Oh, I think there's a lot of lag. One more year and things will get worse. Ah, you're gonna have a right to vote soon. Won't that be fun? I think there is a lot of lag. The internet connection between Romania and the US is absolutely crappy. Oh, and I wanted to change some of the line art, so I'm going to change a bit before I forget. I'm going to take my solid brush here. So I want to give them rounder elbows. I'm not gonna stop with the editing the line art. I'm gonna control myself. Yeah, drinking, driving. Cause you're like, I don't know if there's much activity going on where you live. I figure it's more interesting in the bigger cities around. So come on, select that. Oh, it's on a group. I want layer. Why did the auto select disappear? Strange. Okay. Yes, not a good idea to do them both at the same time. Here in the US, uh, there are a lot of crazy people that don't know how to drive. Kind of like back home. Nothing's changed really. So, I don't know. I think they're smoking something or they're texting and driving. I don't know what they're doing, but they're just driving like they're drunk. Did I move that layer? I think I did. There we go. And Niels's ear, Erwin's ear is touching the frame, and I don't want that. Gonna move it a bit like this. Yeah, I'm glad at least things are quieting down because last time I was in the country, um, you guys were all over the news because of those jerks, and I'm like, when will it stop? Let's see if there's a, yeah, there's a line there. It is a nightmare here with the elections in the US. And people are putting on their lawns for who they're going to vote. Uh, it's quite an event. You don't see this back home. Like, people don't write on their houses, who they're going to vote. One guy bought a huge billboard here in next to the town I live in, and he just wrote huge billboard that he supports Trump. And it's just very strange behavior for me, coming from a different culture that doesn't find this as entertaining. Who, me? I don't have the right to vote. I keep forgetting that you don't live in the UK, haha. Oh, there are the elections in the UK now? I had no idea. There's at the same time with the US elections? Interesting. Color. Okay, June changed the years. What else did I wanted to change? Can't remember. Probably gonna notice after. When I get a good look at the whole thing. Publishing guides, I want them. Oh, and the info panel. And this is page 8. Oh, okay, I'll take from another page that is set up. No, I don't have the right to vote in the US elections. I'm not a US citizen. Where's the damn info panel? It's definitely on page 5. I'm gonna go there. Speech bubbles. It's the info panel, yes. And I want to duplicate this on page 8. Right click. And I'm gonna name it 8. Oh, we got to page 8, yay! We're catching up quickly. Well, they had money and they had connections. And I don't know why you'd be so surprised. I mean, in Romania we had Vadim, we had Iliescu, we had Ponta. I guess you have higher expectations of the United States because we have this impression that they're in the West and therefore they are more civilized. They are wiser countries, but unfortunately it's not the case. Just because they had a democracy longer than us doesn't mean they're wiser, unfortunately. Invade Japan, so complicated history. Okay, and I'm going to the color layer and then put it here. There we go, and I'm gonna erase the extra stuff here. Honestly, I'm a bit more curious at the parliamentary elections. I read that Romania is going now to vote for the parliamentary representatives for the European Union. And I haven't seen much news in regard to that, which was kind of disappointing because it's hard to get information on the internet for these things, like get clear information what's happening. A lot of newspapers and everybody's publishing whatever they want, so it's kind of hard to follow who's been doing what and to make an informed decision on who to vote for the parliament. I don't even know which are the candidates. I should look. And there you go. do the line back here because I took too much. There we go. And go back to a color layer. Hopefully I'm drawing on the right layer. You know, with so many layers it's kind of easy to draw on the wrong layer. There we go. Erase here the extra stuff. Clean it up a bit. I just used a pretty coarse brush, which looks really nice when you zoom out, but it's a bit kind of hard to select things, and you can get like these little lines here that I don't want. I think I should have colored on a new layer instead of the old one. I think I would have had better results, but I don't know, I'll try and see. Have you decided on what school you want to go to? I remember last time you saying you wanted to be a programmer, if I remember correctly. Come on. Why is it giving me these errors? It's not detecting my pen pressure anymore. I don't know what's happening with this Photoshop, yes. Come on. Come on. Did my file broke? Seriously? Uni. Yeah, I heard that kinda Polytechnica has gone down the drain. I don't believe this. My Photoshop file broke. Seriously? Come on. It's some weird format. File. Open recent. Okay. Save as. Yep, now it's okay. Yeah, my little brother is in the 9th grade, so he's 2 years younger than you, and I don't know if he's thinking at the moment about which university to join, but at the high school that he's at, they have like field trips that went to Polytechnica for some robotics classes. They had like this after school course in robotics, which I was really awesome that their physics teacher was taking them to learn that, and he joined the competition for building a robot, and my sister is helping as well. She's doing the graphic design for their team. initially my sister wanted to be a chemist, but she doesn't really know right now, and I was like, you have to decide soon. Because if you want to apply for a university outside of the country, you gotta be ready like 2 years in advance. And save money and do a lot of things, so it's really hard to do that if you don't prepare in time. Yeah, I think my parents learned from the problems that I had when going to high school, so this time around they managed to find a good high school for my brother and sister, because it's really important to have a good education. It just kickstarts everything, and you gotta get a kind of like a running start from everybody else that didn't get the things that you got. I mean, today you can learn a lot of things by yourself at home, but um, it's very important to have a good teacher to consult with. It's just like priceless. Well, it's not priceless, it's expensive actually. She hasn't decided yet, so she doesn't know what she wants to do or um, where to go. Like I said, they're still pretty young and she doesn't know. Which, is understandable. But unfortunately, it's not really a time where if you want to apply outside the country, you can waste a lot of time on this. And especially in a science field, I think it is a bit more easier because you can then do the postdoc or something else outside. You can do the research abroad. But if you want to be an artist, um, there's no postdoc research for art. So you kind of have to go while you're in school. And for economic universities, there are a lot more options in terms of exchange programs. Like at Economics Academy that I went to, they had the Erasmus, they had exchange programs, they had a whole bunch of stuff. There are a lot of choices for science fields. There's not much for if you want to be an artist. is not something that gets government funding. So yeah, there are a lot more options if you're a programmer, if you're a doctor, scientist, a businessman, or you want to be a businessman. Because my sister dabbled with the idea of becoming a writer, so we don't have that many good schools in Romania for that, and we don't have for animation either, so uh, she'll probably be disappointed by the curriculum. So that's why I would say to go study this abroad rather than here. Yeah, there was a big scandal with the students, and some were their funding had been cut, suspended, so that sucked a lot. Okay, well, that bookcase is gonna be brown. If I remember correctly, let me just go to the first page. Color furniture. Well, I don't, but since she is not sure what she wants to do, I can't really help her. If she wanted to do something for sure, like I did, then I would be able to help her search for what she needs and help her fill out the paperwork. But if she doesn't know what she wants, I can't really help her. I don't know for what to look. And also, I don't know what other teachers have been telling her or what the situation is. Because, for example, I wanted to be a marine biologist, and my teacher were like, that's a horrible idea, you will starve to death. Better you do something else. And, kind of regardless of whether they were right or wrong, for Romania they were right. But they weren't explained to me all the options, how to find, to get, to go abroad and do these things. Because I wanted to do something that it wasn't something that I had a relative or somebody in the family doing that. So for me, it was much easier to get informed and get into film school because my dad was from the film industry, so uh, he knew what university I should go to and what extra classes I should take in order to be prepared for the exam for the admittance. But for physics, There wasn't something that we had anybody in the family doing, so I really didn't know where to look. Now I know much better how to search for information than I did then. Yeah, for film school, it is definitely true. It's really hard to get into an art school if you're completely out of that medium. Because they don't make much of an effort to find new students. Like the Academy for Economics, they had pamphlets, they had orientation classes, they had, you could go to the secretary, they had a big website with a lot of information. Hi Anna, how are you? Uh, Anna is a friend of mine. She's a comic book writer as well. Mihai is a friend from my home country. So Mihai, Anna, Anna, Mihai. Mihai is getting ready to enroll in a college, so we were talking about that. I don't know where June is. Maybe she's busy. Maybe she's having a storm because they have a pretty bad electrical system where she lives. So if there's a thunderstorm with lightning, she can't use her computer. Unfortunately, poor thing. Thank you. Yeah, I do enjoy. I mostly do this live streaming so I can get to connect with my fandom better. Have a lot of friends that are also artists, and we kind of share what services we use, what programs we use. I mean, a lot of the things that I'm doing, I got to this point from talking to other people. Like, I met June on Two, and Scuba, who is also a comic book writer, he told me about Two, and I met Anna there as well. So that was really nice. Oops, wrong color. My live stream starts an hour earlier? Nope. I don't know. How does the American daylight savings is weird. Daylight savings America. Yeah, 'cause they have this crappy uh yeah, they use the imperial system, and they also have daylight savings at a different time than the rest of the world. I didn't even know my stream was starting earlier. I really did not. Because my computer automatically um, does this. It updates automatically. Uh, yeah, I think I will do this. I don't know. I will do this hour thing on 6th of November from what I've read. So I'll have to. I don't know. It's confusing to me. Yeah, the US is a strange place. Yesterday I went to the doctor to check my eye because I've had some problems, some pains, and also changed my glasses, and the whole adventure cost me almost $400. So that was painful. Yeah, I will be back to normal probably then. And the doctor, he told me that for an extra $35 he'll do some other tests to see my eye better. And I was like, okay. And then he opens this animation, and there's my eyeball, and it's moving around, and then it had a picture of my retina and my nerves and vessels and stuff like that. And so that little show cost me an extra $35, and he told me that everything is fine. I don't know. I mean, he already took the photo, but was like, if you want the full analysis, you have to pay another $35. So yeah. I don't know, it just seems weird to me. Like, if you already have the results, just to read them to me, to give me access to them, costing me extra money. Like, why do you make me take the... I mean, for the simple doctor, how do you call it, analysis, uh, it, he would open only a fraction of the picture. But if I gave him the full money, then he'll do that little animated show where the eye rotates, and it just seems silly. And expensive. But yeah. And the dentist cost me $500 a few months ago, so super expensive everything here. That is service related. Like a friend of ours, a tree fell in her garden, so um, she had to pay for somebody to come and clean it up, and that was $1,000 because they had to cut some other things down. And yeah, every service here is a lot more expensive. The salaries are higher, insurance is absurdly high, so a lot of the money goes into that. Hmm, yeah. I don't know if they're really rich. I think the rich ones are in plastic surgery more and in dentistry. But they're definitely rich compared to general population, America versus USA. Like in Romania, doctors, policemen are paid very poorly. So is the left side is the black side. Okay. Yeah, but unfortunately, the plane ticket isn't that cheap. Like we wanted to, like all our friends told us, don't do your teeth here. Go do your teeth, your glasses in Romania. Well, the thing is, we haven't gotten back home. Also because you have to change the visa, and that's extra time and extra money. And we didn't know when we were gonna go back, so like, um, we're gonna go back 6 months from now. We're gonna go back a year. We're gonna stay. It kept getting prolonged. So what was initially 6 months turned into a year and 2 years, and now we're gonna be here for a total of 3 years. And in August, we're going back home. Really, I had no idea that you guys uh, visit us for any reason other than maybe business. I mean, I don't know if even business. Marie and color Erwin. Ugh. Control Shift V. There we go. Ink. Yeah, I had no idea we had such good. Oops. I had no idea we had such good dentists until we came here to the US, and dentist I went to, he just butchered my face. I was like the crappiest dentist that I have ever been to, and my face hurted so much for so long. I think he hated me. Maybe he thought it was gonna be funny if he would cause me so much discomfort. Cause you were like, no, yeah, you're gonna be okay now. Yeah, it's totally normal. So either they are very crappy doctors, or they just had an issue with me and my Muslim name. I don't know. I have a lot of crazy people here. And at the ophthalm at the eyeglass shop as well. Most of the ladies were really nice there, but there was this old woman who was just really grumpy, and she was like looking at me all the time, upset and kind of angry, and she was contradicting me when I told her, no, you didn't tell me something. And she was like, no, 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 I did tell you. I'm like, okay, calm down. Didn't hear you, I'm sorry. Yeah, I don't think anybody in Romania goes to a public dentist because usually there are students there. Um, and you don't want to take your chances on a student with your teeth. I mean, if you're really poor and can't afford um, a dentist with experience, you will go to private, public hospital dentist. But A friend of mine, her financial situation wasn't that great, so she went to one of these doctors, and like 2 weeks later, her filling fell. So she was like, never again. But I did go to public dentist when I was younger, because he was the dentist for the army, some army building in the south of the capital. And it was a really long trip to get to him, but it was always worth it because he did great job. Like the best dentist ever. And finally, when he managed to get enough money, he opened his own cabinet. I don't know what it's called in English. Own private dentist shop. Oh, hi, hi Radu, how are you? How's it been, Radu? Oops, saving the wrong window. Okay. But I would prefer if you spoke in English, because uh, this chat is international, so the other people will not understand you. Oops, wrong page. Where are you? Page 6. Okay. There we go. And brown color. Well, if you want to talk, you're not obliged to talk. You can talk in silence. I'm good, you? How have you been? You know, this is good practice for your English, right? I haven't spoken Japanese and Turkish for a long time. I wish some Japanese or Turkish followers would come into my chat, help me exercise uh, my languages, because I've forgotten most of it. You've been fighting with Mihai. Why are you fighting with Mihai? Aren't you like taller than him? Are you bullying him? Or you were older? I don't remember exactly. And the nose. The nose. And I'm gonna erase these extra lines. Ah, I colored on the wrong layer. Okay. Merge these two. And erase. Oh, he's taller. You smell like a penguin. Well, you know the advantage is that you can go trick-or-treating until you're, I don't know, 80 years old. Because if you put a mask on, nobody will know you're not a kid anymore, and you can just keep on asking for candy. I'm pretty tall, so I can't do that, unfortunately. But yeah, I was watching some animation from Dominic Comics, and it was really funny because he was like, being Halloween is like being paid candy for cosplaying. And I thought that was a really good description. Where is that dang apple? I had it. I think it's in page 2, yep. There you are. I don't know, it wasn't that bad when I was a kid, but I admit I didn't go trick-or-treating outside of my building. So all the trick-or-treating and caroling we did it inside our building, and it was a pretty big complex. So it had, I don't know, about it had about 100 apartments, if I remember correctly. So we got enough, you know. We usually got bored before we knocked on every door. So it was enough for us. And we went caroling. So it was pretty nice. Plus, you know, I kind of always lived in like the nicer part of the town, so it was generally okay where I was. I never got mugged as a kid or attacked, but I had friends that lived in other parts of town, and one friend, she got attacked, but she was kind of like karate junior. Uh, I don't know what exactly. She had a black belt, but I don't know if she ever went to any competitions, and she kicked the guy's ass. and then he fell down the stairs, and before he fell he grabbed her jacket. She had a leather jacket and he ripped that, and she was like super upset. She got scared a bit, but when he got up and wasn't dead after falling down the stairs, she was like, ah, okay, you're fine. And then she was moping around because he tore her favorite jacket. Where was it? There we go. And another friend of mine, he got mugged twice and his phone got stolen. But yeah, I'm lucky I never had any of these problems, and where I live now it's nice and okay. There was a mass shooting in a village nearby, but overall it's been okay here. Some bicycle riders got run over by a drunk driver. There were 5 of them. 2 of them died and the other were injured. So I don't go bicycling because there isn't really much in the way of bicycle lanes here, or you have trail bikes, sorry, bike trails, so those are really awesome. And it's good to go by car to the bike trail and then bike with your bike on the trail. So on the larger streets it's a very bad idea to go with your bicycle, because you have a lot of people here that are driving really quickly, and some of them are drunk or have consumed something that impairs their judgment even more. But if you know where to go, it's really nice. I mean, I don't remember if we have any bike trails back home. So I think it's really nice that they have these. And they go through the forest, and it's really beautiful. And it's so lovely to go with your bicycle on a paved road through the forest, and it smells great and it looks awesome. Unfortunately, it's very straight and very flat, so there's not much excitement. But on the other hand, you can see ahead very well, because we have narrow roads back home in the mountains that are used both by cars and by bikers, and there have been a lot of accidents there because they're not keeping to their side of the road. Um, and accidents have happened, so these bike trails are for bicycles or non-motorized vehicles only. You're not even allowed with a horse on them, which I found was kind of strange, but I guess maybe bicycles scare horses and there is a risk of injury. I don't know. Let's see, it's still streaming. Okay. And for a little village where I live, in kind of like the middle of nowhere, it's very well stocked with a lot of things. You have a lot of Mexican and Asian foods. Because of the university, there are a lot of foreign students here. Well, it's not exactly, they call it the trail, but it looks like a paved road. A bike trail. Let's see. Images. Maybe I can. Because we didn't take any photos. We were on our bicycles. So I don't have any photos to show you. But look, this is how it looks. So they have someone that cuts the grass on the sides and removes any trees that fall on it. And it's paved. It's paved with asphalt and it's really smooth and nice and it's just a pleasure to ride on it. Yeah, this is where it starts, near a factory or whatever that is. That doesn't enlarge the photo. Let's say Michigan bike trail images. Yeah, they're not wooden, the ones that we were on. They were more like this one. So, just paved. This is in a park near us. And they probably have crazy stuff like this somewhere. There are not a lot of hills, so I don't know where these are. They're probably further away. But yeah, there are a lot of parks around here, and there really are things like this organized. You have dirt trails, and you also have the paved ones. Yeah, it's really nice. It's a bit scary when you start hearing gunfire. Because in some areas you have hunting grounds and they're pretty close to people's homes, in my opinion. And we went to an Amish, what's it called? A flea market. And the signs there were shot with some kind of gun. So they have their hillbillies up north here as well, and their rednecks and stuff like that. I mean, at Walmart you'll often see hillbillies with big trucks, and they have written on their cars rednecks, can you hear me now? And they have the Confederate flag on them, which I think is kind of weird to have up here in the north, but whatever. It's a strange place. It's not just Romania that has illogical things happening. So we kind of feel right at home here in the craziness and the crappy drivers. The streets are very bad, uh, They have fixed a lot of them since we've come. It's probably a coincidence. I don't think they fixed their roads for us. So now your teeth don't chatter when you're driving on their highways. But they had really, really bad streets. I don't know, maybe when we came 3 years ago we were like closer to the financial crisis, so maybe that's why they didn't have money to uh, take care properly of the streets. And now they're doing better, so they're repairing them. Hi Anna, how are you? Have you been? Kay asked about you. And then Anna told me that my stream has been starting earlier. And I didn't know because you changed your daylight saving hours earlier than the US, which I had completely forgotten. I know this was an issue for me last year, and I complained about it, but then I completely forgot. And now I'm complaining again. I don't know if you guys know each other. June is the one helping me with the comic. She did this awesome line art. The OBS you have here. Ink by June Fender. And Mihai is a friend of mine from back home. He lives in the northern part of the country, from where some of my relatives are. Okay, you're in Canada? I thought for sure you were in the US. I think it's full. Not sure how you wanted this eyeball to be like. There we go. And these are not very symmetrical, so I'm gonna go on the line art layer and I'm gonna erase that there and put the other one, make a copy. Okay. Yeah, I don't know, I just want it to be the same everywhere so people don't miss the stream. It's really annoying. Oh, he's looking way too up. Undo that. Okay. And I usually can't help myself and clean up on line art, but then I don't want to clean it up too much because it will be too neat. Sorry, compared to the rest of the line art. And I kind of like it having this messy view because it looks a lot better when you zoom out. It looks a lot more lively. There we go. I think I'm done with his face. I need another tooth here. Bigger. There. And gonna take her color, put it on another layer. I think it would be best. There we go. I'm gonna call this color Erwin. The color Marie. Color Marie. Back 1 hour. Okay, and I have Erwin here with some residue. There we go, and a bucket. What color are those? And color deer. Actually, I should have left that. I think it would have been easier to color it brown later. Okay. It is 4:30 where I am. Maybe I should get like a clock to put on the screen so people will know. Maybe it'll be easier. I have like a clock here. Let's see. Clock. No. They don't seem to have like a clock to put on the screen. Yeah, I'll look for an app or something to put on next time. But I don't know, I kind of have already a lot of stuff on the screen, but I have a little bit of space here in the middle. So I can put a clock there, I think. And I can have one for US, Italy, and I really don't know from where else I would have followers that have a really different time zone. Yeah, it's a different atmosphere for sure. It can be a lot more spooky and silent. If you live in the countryside, you're gonna have a lot less activity from birds and stuff like that. I mean, here on campus, bunny rabbits and foxes wander around. Raccoons and deers will wander onto the campus. Usually raccoons don't come. Like, aside from squirrels, you're not gonna have much else. And I think it's probably because the township mayor has in place something to deter raccoons. I don't know. Because the squirrels are left alone and so are the bunny rabbits. But I think they take a stronger stance with raccoons because they are dangerous and they do carry a lot of diseases. So that might be a reason why they're not tolerated or encouraged. Because people here feed squirrels, they feed chipmunks. But few people feed raccoons. Because I think there are also a lot of farmers here and they're considered pests because they do ruin crops. Yeah, we have foxes, but not so much. Mostly bunny rabbits. And they're really skinny and small. Uh, what style? Hmm. To be honest, I didn't aim for a style other than kind of vaguely manga. I was interested in being able to color and make out a page each week, so I was going for a more simple style. Definitely not Marvel DC. They have way too much detail there. And just the two of us, we wouldn't be able to put out a page every week. So we do have more details in this comic than in Ernest the Blue Bunny. But not as much as in a professional comic. I mean, I've seen some comics Antipastic and they just look spectacular, so I definitely understand why they're asking money for it. I don't know if you had a chance to try out the Tapastic coin system on Tapastic to see. Because now, since they've had to remove the fan funding, a lot of artists were on Tapastic were not thrilled about that, so they kind of redirected people to Patreon. But it's kind of hard to be on both sites at the same time, so a lot of people were asking for them to bring it back, and they have. They're trying now to do this Tapastic coin system, and you can pay artists with coins if you want. Well, Looney Tunes is very similar to other cartoons. You just know Looney Tunes more because they've endured more and they've been promoted more. Um, and also, depending on the team that was working on, some things changed. Like, have you seen how Thomas looked and Tom and Jerry looked in the beginning, and how it looked after it got bought by Metro Goldwyn Mayer? So yeah, the only styles that I can say exist in terms of cartoons, you have the American style and you have the Japanese style. And the European style, if you looked at Asterix and Obelix, they look a lot like American illustrations, or American illustrations look like French ones. Depends how you see it. They kind of existed at the same time and influenced themselves both ways. So yeah, if you wanna put a label on Niels Feynman, you can say it's a manga. But then what would you say about Avatar The Last Airbender? It has anime influences, but the animation is very much American, yet it was done by a Korean studio. The direction and the style of the animation was determined at Nickelodeon headquarters, but then the animation was done by Studio Mir. And also, if you look at Miyazaki's works, they look anime, but they look like a simplified type of anime. And also, Heidi was a style that was very similar to Studio Ghibli. And as far as I remember, it wasn't done by Studio Ghibli. Yeah, you can call it a Western manga because we grew up with this. I mean, both June and I, we grew up with Sailor Moon and Pokemon and stuff like that, so we enjoyed it. But it is a more simplified anime, simplified manga. And I mean, if you look at animations now from uh, Disney, the ones like, for example, Princess and the Frog, which is really modern, and they had access to a lot of technologies, but still they kept a lot of things simple. Uh, I would say that the Chinese and Koreans are making like the most complex and detailed animations. Like if you look at some of their films, Chinese films, it's just mind-boggling the financial and labor force that they have. If you look at Big Fish and Begonia, or I don't know how the other one is called, but there are just some Chinese animations, they're spectacular. And it really pisses me off that they're not subbed, they're not dubbed, they're not translated anything. They're really hard to get. You have to be like, I don't know, expert pirate or something. Okay, so I am done with the basic colors. Next time I will do the shading and the highlights. Let me read you the news before I end the stream. Okay, so you can always use the hashtag Hisame News to find what news I have for you. And for those of you that don't know, subscribing to YouTube and Twitch is free. If you enjoy my videos, please subscribe and give a like. It helps a lot. This is how channels grow, so if you want to show your support for an artist, like and share their content that you like. I am interested in music collaborations. I am in need of a jingle. I am currently using royalty-free music for my videos, but if you are an artist and are looking for graphics for your channel, let me know. I'm always open to collaborations. Oops. There we go. New comic page every Sunday night on Tapastic. Let me open it. Look, there it is. And this is the Tapastic, and the series Niels Feynman from me, Hisame Artwork. And if you subscribe there, you will get a notification every time I post a new page. Yeah, there are a lot of Chinese animations and they're really hard to find. It's really annoying. Like, I searched for Big Fish and Begonia so much, and finally June found me a link, but it wasn't subbed or dubbed or anything. Kind of had to do guesswork as to what was happening in the story, and I didn't understand much of what was happening. Yeah, so every new page every Sunday night. I really like Tapastic because it gives me ad revenue. So if you're a comic book creator, I would definitely recommend posting and publishing on Tapastic. And also they have a key system now in which you can ask for money to release pages in advance. So that's an extra way you can earn on Tapastic. I personally don't like doing that, and I prefer to use Patreon. And if you like my work, please consider supporting me on Twitch and Patreon. You will get rewards. Let me just show you Patreon. So for those of you that don't know what Patreon is, it's kind of an ongoing crowdfunding platform where every month you pledge a certain amount of money as a donation, and you can set here which pledge level you want to have. And I have different rewards for different levels, and I give away merchandise and books and games and tutorials and wallpapers. This, for example, is the wallpaper for November, and I'm gonna upload later today the freebie pack for November. So okay, now look out for it. And thank you very much for your support on Patreon. Commissions are open, and you can go to my blog and check out there if you're eligible for a discount and what discount level you are eligible for. As always, you can use the hashtag HisameOCL to find out my giveaways. It's a reward event for my supportive followers whenever I reach a certain milestone on my social media platforms. So for example, on Rabadaba, which is another awesome little website I recommend you get into, it pays for your content, unlike Facebook. Okay, so on Rabadaba, I'm soon gonna reach 1,000 followers, so I'm gonna do a Hisame original content giveaway then. Bye bye, Anna. Thank you for coming. Okay, and I'm gonna do a vlog. I'm gonna start a vlog in December, kind of keep you better updated about these. Some of you have asked for this, so I'm gonna try and do my best to do a vlog for you. Ernest booklet is now available on Lulu, and the calendar is coming now in November. I'm still in need of a programmer to help me with my Ernest RPG. Bye bye, Kay. Oh yeah, and the giveaway. TeePublic is sponsoring me with art print to give away to you guys. At the moment it's only for the United States, but I'm going to look into finding a way for future giveaways to be for all my fans outside of the US as well. So thank you all for coming, thank you for watching, and if you have any thoughts or suggestions, those of you that are watching this recording, you can leave them in the comments below. So thank you for watching, and bye bye. See you Thursday.